Hello, I'm Monica. This is day 2 of my 7-day challenge for videos sharing content with you and useful tips to help you breaking the fear of public speaking, in particular if you're a non-native English speaker. So today I want to share with you what it has helped me to feel the fear and do it anyway. What do I mean by that? This feeling the fear is directly related to the content that I shared yesterday about awareness. When you become aware which one is your fear, either the fear of judgment, fear of failure, or fear of success, then you're able to process it. And why is this important? Because we have learned, according to research, that whatever we resist, it will persist. Emotions that have been suppressed are showing more and more that can create disease. All the autoimmune conditions can be directly related to emotions that have been suppressed between ourselves. In fact, that reminds me, Louise Hay, in her book, You Can Heal Your Body, she guarantees that every illness relates to an emotional baggage that we are carrying. So for me, it's really important, as I said yesterday, to help you to prevent any physical illness, but as well to prevent any mental illness as well. Because same as your body, your mind suffers if you don't process emotions like fears, if you just neglect them or put them under the carpet. Sooner or later, it's not sustainable and it's gonna haunt you. So I want to help you to process that using 4 basic steps that have been very useful for me and have helped me to break these fears. And I mentioned yesterday that I had the 3 of them, not only 1, not 2, I had the 3 of them. So if I was able to do it, you for sure are able to break those fears as well. So before I go to these 4 steps, I want to recommend a book from Susan Jeffers, which is exactly the topic that I'm talking today. Her book is called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Because once you process these fears, you will be able to do what you need to do in public speaking. You will be able to communicate assertively without letting the fear getting in the way of your goals. So let's name what are those 4 steps, should we? The first one is to name your fear. The second one is to own it. The third one is to feel it. And the fourth one is to let it go. It's only if you follow these 4 steps that you will be able to process it and be ready to face whatever you need to face when you're addressing an audience or you have to communicate with someone else or in a group environment. So let's break them down, okay? Quickly, we'll do number 1. The first step is to name your fear. After you have identified, let's say for example, the fear of judgment, then you need to name it and say, I feel afraid of people judging me. I feel anxious because it feels fearful that people are going to criticize me. Name it. Verbalize that emotion is the first most important step for you to acknowledge, for you to validate your feelings. If you would be your best friend, for example, you wouldn't tell you, oh, that's rubbish. You don't need to feel that. Forget about it. Just don't feel it. Stop it. You will be kind to yourself. If you will be your best friend, you will say, that's okay to feel like that. Let's see what we can do about it. but you wouldn't judge your best friend, right? So once you have named this, the second step is to own it. And what I mean by that is that you need to use your senses in order to feel inside your body where that fear is located. It could be in your chest, it could be in your stomach, it could be in your throat, sometimes in your head, anywhere. And using your senses, you can give it a color, you can give it a sound, you can give it a smell. What is your visual when you feel that fear? How do you see yourself? Besides the location, is there a color there? Is it black or white? What are you hearing? What are you telling to yourself when you feel that fear? So using your senses is going to help you to really own it inside your body. That's what we mean by that. This one is going to take us to the third step, and that one is to feel it. And what I mean by that is that you need to intensify the feeling. But first of all, rate it from 0 to 10, 10 being the highest intensity. Let's say, for example, your fear is a 5. Rate it. Yeah, I can still do it, or maybe it's a 7 or a 9. But you intensify it to the highest possible. Feel it so intense that your heart is almost going to burst, and there's no more possibility to feel it higher. So make it the fear the worst possible, even if it's not. Double it up, dial it up. And what's the science behind this is because such intensity is not sustainable. Sooner or later you're going to have to stop, because it's too much energy. You will be drained, exhausted, intensifying so much that feeling, especially a negative, unresourceful emotion. So make sure you intensify this so much, because only with that you can go to the fourth step, which is so important. Let it go. And you see the trend. After you have identified through the awareness, you give it a name, you own it, you feel it, and now you're ready to let it go. Don't skip any of these 4 steps, because that's the only way that fear can go away slowly. Remember, also be gentle with yourself, because you don't need to say, okay, I did this step, now I'm ready to second step and the third one. It doesn't happen for everyone at the same time with the same rigidity. Be kind to yourself and be flexible in the way that you process your fears of public speaking. So this has been for today my second share. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you tomorrow with day 3. If you like this content and you want to chat more about this, put something in the comments. I would love to have a chat with you. You can put hashtag help, or you can put hashtag chat, and I'll be really happy to expand more on this way, in this system, to process your fear or fears of public speaking. Thank you, and bye for now.